Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and just all of your positive feedback. If you are interested in receiving additional guidance from the weekly and monthly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, I do actually draw and upload every single day a daily oracle guidance card to my Instagram and Facebook pages. So if you're interested in receiving additional guidance, please head over and like me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. If you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, I do actually have linked below in the description bar my website, so head over to my website and read about how I offer my private readings. And make sure that for these weekly tarot forecasts you are watching your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign to get the most insight. Some weeks you will resonate more with your sun sign, other weeks you will resonate more with your rising sign or ascendant sign, and then sometimes you might even resonate with all three, your sun, moon, and rising sign. So again, I just want to thank you guys so very much for all of your support. You guys are truly amazing. Thank you for all of the positive feedback, your likes, your shares, your comments. I do wish you all a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Sagittarius, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of November 21st through the 27th. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Sagittarius Rising signs. And happy birthday, Sag, if you happen to have a birthday this week. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, Sag, I do have the Five of Wands, okay. So the Five of Wands can be anything from internal struggles or conflicts to competition around you. This is a very petty energy. For some of you, could be butting heads with someone, or you could be dealing with some sort of competition or even jealousy. For many of you, this could be jealousy, jealous coworkers, or a jealous person around you. All right, let's see here. The overall energy, Sag, for the week is the Two of Swords. So for some of you, you need to go within and you might need to make a decision this week. Or a decision could be very, very significant. So for some of you, you could be receiving a decision this week, or for other Sages, you might actually need to make a decision. With the Five of Wands, oh, look at that. We have the Five of Wands, and when I just lifted up the 5 here, I actually have the Eight of Swords underneath that. So for some of you, you're definitely dealing with some fear, some anxiety, some worry. So this Five of Wands for some of you is some sort of internal struggles or internal conflicts that you're dealing with because maybe you're faced with having to make a decision, but it's difficult. The fives represent a challenging energy. So for some of you, you're dealing with some challenges when it comes to making a decision. With the Eight of Swords underneath that, you just might be very fearful. There could be some anxiety with having to make this decision. But, I want to jump over here because we have the Strength card here. So whatever it is that you're facing, Sag, whatever this is that maybe you need to make a decision in regards to, you have the strength to do it. You have that inner strength to get through whatever this is. Strength represents that courage, that willpower, that strength. So I see many of you coming through incredibly strong, and you have the strength to get through whatever it is that you're dealing with. For some of you, you have that inner strength to be patient with maybe waiting on something, but also, for those of you who do need to take control of a situation, you have that strength. Maybe you need to find your courage, but you have that strength within you to, take control or take that bull by the horns. And for some of you, make that decision. I see many of you wanting to manifest. Here we have the Magician. This is an empowering energy. I see many of you incredibly creative, and I see you having everything you need. You have all the tools or all the resources you need to be successful with manifesting something new within your life. But I think the problem for some of you is that there's something new, there's something you're trying to start, there's something you're trying to manifest, But for some of you, you're not sure. With the Two of Pentacles here, you could be weighing your options. You could be going back and forth trying to make a decision. So for some Sages, I think that you want something. There's something that you definitely want to manifest. You have everything you need to be successful with manifesting this. But I think that there's some decisions that need to be made for some of you, and I think that some of you, there's a path that maybe you want to walk down, but maybe you're nervous. For some of you, maybe you haven't made that final decision because, you know, maybe there's some uncertainty surrounding this situation. Because I see some of you doubting this. With the Five of Cups underneath the Magician here, this can be a doubtful energy. It also can represent a pessimistic outlook. The Five of Cups can sometimes represent crying over spilled milk. I prefer the illustration in the traditional Rider-Waite deck because you see a man who's very down and depressed, and it's because three cups have spilled, and he's focusing on, you know, the 3 cups that have spilled and not realizing that he still has 2 cups that are filled in front of him. He's forgetting all about them. So for some of you, you need to look at, you know, what's going right in your life. You need to look at what you still have. You need a more positive outlook. I think that for some of you, you're definitely wanting to manifest, but quite possibly you could be focusing on what could go wrong, or thinking negatively, being doubtful, feeling like something is not going to work out for some Sages. And it could be because there is a risk involved. With the Seven of Swords, for some Sages, this is a risky energy. And maybe with what it is that you're trying to manifest, you know, it does require for some of you to take that risk. And that's why, you know, maybe you're a little hesitant with that Eight of Swords energy that was under the Five of Wands here. It can be sort of like that self-imprisonment where you're holding yourself back, you're fearful, you're scared, you're nervous. For some of you, you're having a lot of insecurity or doubts. So you're restricting yourself. For some of you, this could be a big gamble. I absolutely understand that. This could be a big gamble, and that's why you're not sure. And for some of you, you're doubting this. And for some of you, this could be in regards to a relationship. There could be a person that you want to be with. But you know, for some of you, and this is for a very, very select number of you, this could be like a love triangle. This could be a situation dealing with 3 people. Now, you yourself, Sag, could be involved with someone, and maybe you met someone else, and maybe you're afraid to leave that relationship because maybe you've been together for so long, maybe you're comfortable. And it's a risk to maybe leave that person and pursue something with someone else. So for some of you, it's a relationship situation. For those single Sages, this could be, you know, a person that you met, and maybe you want to start something new with them, but there's some sort of challenges surrounding this relationship. Maybe they're involved. You know, they could be going through a divorce or something like that. So there's some sort of hesitation or some sort of restricting energy surrounding this. But I do see many of you, even though, you know, maybe you're doubting or you're fearful of this situation, I still see you trying to make a decision. I see you weighing your options. I see you going within and listening to your intuition. And I do ultimately see you planning for the future. I see you looking out to the future and really making plans. With the Two of Wands, this is you thinking about your future. And for some of you, even though, you know, you could be a little hesitant and there could be some challenges when it comes to this new beginning, something that you're trying to manifest, I do think that ultimately, you know, this is you going for it. This is you finding that inner strength, that courage that you need to walk down a new path with the Two of Wands here. This is you now taking all of those plans and ideas that you have for yourself, and this is you taking control, and this is you walking down that new path here. Strength is all about control. So for some of you, this is you taking control and making that decision and ultimately walking down a new path. And this is like a new adventure. This is something that's exciting. For some of you, it's something that you're very passionate about. But because we have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Cups here, this is, you know, for many of you, this is talking about a relationship, whether that be a business relationship, a friendship, or you know, a romantic partnership here. There's oh, and we also have the Two of Swords here. So you have all of the twos here in the spread. The Two of Cups, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. So for many of you, this is talking about partnership. This is talking about relationships. And I do see you planning for the future. And we have Judgment here. We have Judgment. So I feel like for many of you, this is going to happen. This is a karmic energy. I feel like this is going to happen even for those Sagittarius who are a little nervous when it comes to this. This is going to happen. For some of you, you could be hearing the call this week with Judgment here. This could be some sort of an awakening, some sort of realization that's coming to you for some of you, and it's in regards to a partnership. And you do have some empowering energies here. You have the Magician, you have, you know, that strength that you need to, you know, walk down a new path with the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. For some of you, you just have to, you know, take that risk. You have to make that decision to just go for it. Judgment is a healing energy. It can represent second chances. So for some of you, you could have had maybe a falling out with a partner. You and a partner could, you know, you could have broken up, or you could have maybe just had some challenges within that relationship. For some of you, you could absolutely be giving this person like a second chance. You could be healing your relationship. For some of you, you're on the path to maybe healing that relationship. Patience could be required. But for some of you, I see you healing a relationship. With Judgment, you're literally rising up from the ashes. This is rebirth, recovery. So for some of you, you're maybe healing a relationship. For others, I feel like for some Sagittarius, you know, like I mentioned earlier, this could be like a love triangle situation, and you could have been in a partnership that wasn't the best, and maybe you met someone else. Or for some Sagittarius, I feel like there's an element here of you meeting someone else, or maybe even reconciling with someone from your past. So as you can see, partnerships are very significant this week, but also decisions as well. So for some Sagittarius, you need to make a decision. For others, you know, you're maybe waiting on a decision. With Judgment here and the Two of Cups, this could be something legal. So there could be some Sagittarius that, you know, maybe you're waiting to start over. You could be waiting on a divorce to be final. Maybe you're waiting on, you know, that legal judgment here. Just, you know, hang in there with strength. You know, patience is required. Just hang in there. It's a great time to be creative and plan for your future. With the Magician and the Two of Wands, this is a lot of passionate, creative energy. And, you know, think about what you want, because ultimately you're walking down a new path. You're starting something new, Sag. And it's a great time to plan for your future, okay? Because you have everything you need to be successful with doing this. I think it's just a matter of time, literally. And for some of you, overcoming maybe a pessimistic outlook, having that confidence that you need to walk forward. But I don't see it being a bad week whatsoever. For some of you, maybe you're overcoming some loss, some heartache, and it could be due to a partner cheating on you. Someone could have been lying to you, Sag, with the Seven of Swords. But I see you ultimately overcoming that. With Judgment, you're healing, and I see you thinking about your future. I see you moving on. For those partnered Sages that, you know, maybe you could have gone through some challenges, but you're still together. And then for other, you know, partnered Sages that are definitely together and doing well, I think it's going to be a great week for you. So I see some of you healing, and then for others, you know, you could be taking your relationship to the next level. You could be connecting on a deeper level with the Two of Cups here. This is that reciprocated love. And there could be a Leo. There could be a Leo person that is significant because we have strength here. All right, so we have Rosetta. This card just flipped out for you, Sag. We have Rosetta. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. So for some of you, children could be very significant this week. This situation could have something to do with children. And, you know, I consider my fur babies my children. So for some Sages, maybe you're spending more time with your children or nieces or nephews, or maybe even your fur babies this week. But children could be very significant for some of you. Okay, so happy birthday, Sag. I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care.